We're in Paris today, and we're talking about stepping outside of your comfort zone to either do something that you don't want to do or that you're just not comfortable doing. Bonjour, today we are tech talking from Paris here at DataCon 19, one of the many cons that are around. You know, you've got the Comic-Con, you've got ZeroCon, and now DataCon. Everybody's got them, and particularly DataCon is very much what I would call an American convention. And it's because, well, I'll just show you. Here we go. Cool. It's very, very modern, of course, but this whole event is geared towards building you personally, as a business owner, and also as an MSP, a managed service provider, because this whole event is geared towards managed service providers. We even managed to see most of the city. We hopped on some electric scooters, which are dotted around the entire city. I've never seen this before in the UK, but literally there's an app you can download. You can use it to find electric scooters, which are literally, there's like hundreds of them just outside on the road, on the street. Hop on, go see what you want to see, and then come back again. We managed to then fit that in today in amongst all the other kind of events we were going to at this convention. So that was really, really good fun. And we're here, and over 3 days there's a huge number of workshops, of presentations from industry experts and industry leaders. And then there's me, who very much feels like I'm not an industry expert. When you're surrounded by, you know, businesses that are much larger than you, more turnover, more successful. Of course, that depends on what your definition of success really is. But for me, this is an opportunity to do something that I've been avoiding for quite a while, to be honest, which is public speaking. I hate it. I always avoid it whenever I can. The times that I have been forced up onto stage, I've either fluffed my words, forgotten what I'm going to say, or I will do the complete opposite, which is say a load of stuff, come off stage, and then completely forget what I've just spoken about. But I need to do it. I know it presents a massive opportunity. These videos, I was not comfortable doing these videos whatsoever. I'm getting used to it, it's getting easier the more I do it, and I need to do the same with public speaking, because it presents just a massive opportunity to just build what we're trying to do here, build the business, build the brands, get our name in front of more people. And what is the perfect place to try something out that you haven't tried out before? A different country, with a room full of my peers rather than my customers. So the worst case, if it all goes horribly wrong and I look like an idiot, the only people I'm going to look like an idiot to will be other IT companies and people who live in a different country. Good. So this week I had a few opportunities to speak. There was one presentation and 2 Q&A panels. And Q&A panels were easier because you don't have to prepare so much. Of course, you're just answering questions. I do struggle with still a little bit because I'm very much the person that needs time to compose and write something or pick the words that I'm going to use carefully. Much like these videos, I don't need long, but 5 minutes just to jot down a rough idea of what I'm going to say. Emails, I think I'm pretty good at emails because I'll sit there and I'll run through the email, write out what I'm thinking, and then I'll go revise it and make sure it's worded properly and comes across the way I want it to. So it's very, very difficult, and when it's public speaking, I'm quite easily one to just go off on a tangent. I'll say the wrong thing, whatever comes to my mind, I'll kind of blurt it out. And so it's just difficult trying to, and I didn't manage to do it. I did do my presentation, but I found myself talking too quickly. I was trying to slow down, but I just didn't see that. And actually, funny thing with my keynote presentation was, we were given half an hour slot, and so I created a half an hour timer on the presentation notes, so I had a half an hour countdown. Started the presentation, and then I realized that the half an hour countdown was actually a 30-hour countdown. So whilst I was trying to do the presentation, my mind couldn't quite do the maths. Even though I know it was counting down in seconds and minutes and hours, I was just expecting to see 30, 29, 28 and then count down from there. So just really threw me. So that didn't go quite to plan, to be fair. But we did film them all. They're probably going to get put onto this YouTube channel in future, maybe in the next few weeks once I've had a chance to review them and make sure they are okay. But if there is one thing I can say to you, not just as a business person to a business person, but just like anyone, just to a friend, just try getting out of your comfort zone from time to time. It's where the magic happens. These YouTube videos, I didn't ever expect it to do what it's been doing for our business, and for me personally, it's been brilliant to kind of learn this craft, this technique. and create this content every week. Presenting, I'm hoping will take us up to that level. And we're at 500 subscribers now, I believe, on YouTube. By no means, a YouTuber. We're not a super mega YouTube star. But we do get a lot of views. Maybe not on YouTube itself. The stats don't look great on YouTube if you look just at our page. But if you go to LinkedIn, those same videos will get 1,000, 2,000 plus views almost every video. So it's very, very good what we're getting out of the videos, not necessarily just on the YouTube platform, but certainly the subscribers are growing. And this channel is having an impact on me personally and on the business. The number of people that have come up to me after my speaking events here today and yesterday that have thanked me for sharing the information I did, that have told me they've subscribed to the channel, that have started watching the videos already. Some people have said they've watched a load of videos already. Honestly, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. It does mean a lot to me that people would take their time out just to look at what we're doing, whether it's because you're interested in what we're doing for your own business or because you actually enjoy watching the videos, which I hope you do, and I appreciate it. We're trying to just communicate the culture, how the business works, what I'm like, my attitude to things, the attitude I have with my business, and trying to make sure that we're constantly improving, putting things in place to make sure we can constantly improve, making sure we've got the best tools for the job. That whole process that lots of other IT companies don't go through, this gives me the chance just to communicate that with you. If you're a prospective customer or someone looking at us, you'll see these videos and you'll hopefully see the genuine honesty in what we're trying to do here, what I'm trying to say, and the way we're trying to run things here. It's not always perfect, no business is. There are mistakes that happen. There are, of course, sometimes we have to deal with difficult issues with customers where things haven't quite gone as they planned, but it happens, and it happens with every single business. The main thing here is that it's the attitude that we do want to fix things, we do want to get better, we do have a great service, but it can always be better, and that's the important thing for us. I don't know if it's probably not the best thing to put on the wall in our office, but I just like the mantra of could do better. I don't know if that really applies in all areas of my life, because I don't think my wife appreciates the could do better mantra. Lovely wife, lovely kids, wouldn't change them for the world. But certainly I always approach things with, yes, it was perfect, but you could do better next time. And that's the approach we like to take with almost everything we can do, really. So thank you. And I guess this week my question to you is, what opportunity can you take to step out of your own comfort zone? There must be something out there. Step out of your comfort zone, see where it takes you. You never know where it might lead. Doing the YouTube videos has now led me to be a public speaker. Technically, I can call myself an international keynote speaker now. But me, anyway, I'm looking forward to going back home, getting very much back into my comfort zone for at least a couple of days, get back home, spend some time with the wife and family, and just get back to the day-to-day, really. So it's been a really great event. Really appreciate everyone I've met here. Thank you so much if you are watching the videos. Thank you so much if you've connected with me on LinkedIn or YouTube at this event. It's been a fantastic week, and like the video if you did, subscribe if you're not already, hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos when we post them on YouTube, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, bye-bye.